Think about the last time you upgraded your phone. The screen looked familiar? The icons were in the same places? The gestures worked the same way? Even the camera, while technically better, didn't dramatically change how your photos felt. Within minutes, the phone stopped feeling new and started feeling like the one you already had. This experience is now so common that many people assume phone innovation has slowed down. But the real reason your phone doesn't feel new anymore is more subtle and far more intentional. The hidden reason is not a lack of progress. It's a deliberate shift in how smartphones are designed, evolved, and integrated into your life. In the early years of smartphones, new meant visible change. Bigger screens, physical keyboards disappearing, app stores arriving, touch gestures replacing buttons, and cameras improving by obvious leaps. Each upgrade forced users to relearn how they interacted with their device. That learning curve created a strong sense of novelty. The phone felt different because it behaved differently. Today, phone makers actively avoid that feeling. Modern smartphones are designed around continuity, not disruption. Companies now prioritize making upgrades feel seamless rather than surprising. When you turn on a new phone, it is meant to feel immediately familiar. This is not an accident. Familiarity reduces friction, lowers return rates, minimizes support costs, and keeps users comfortable inside established ecosystems. A phone that feels instantly usable is more valuable to companies than one that feels radically new but confusing. Another major reason phones don't feel new is that most innovation has moved below the surface. Performance gains now happen in efficiency rather than raw speed. Chips are optimized to manage background tasks better, reduce power consumption, and handle complex workloads without user awareness. Memory management, thermal control, security processing, and network optimization have improved dramatically, but these changes are invisible during everyday use. Your phone feels the same because it is designed to behave the same, even while doing far more work behind the scenes. Software plays an even bigger role. Modern operating systems are built around long-term consistency. Visual redesigns are intentionally subtle. Major interface changes are avoided, because billions of users depend on muscle memory. Instead of redesigning how phones look and feel, companies add intelligence quietly. Features like predictive text, background photo processing, spam filtering, battery optimization, and system-wide security operate constantly without demanding attention. The phone feels familiar because it is hiding complexity, not eliminating it. Another hidden factor is ecosystem lock-in. Phones are no longer standalone products. They are entry points into tightly integrated systems of apps, services, accessories, and accounts. When you upgrade, your data, settings, passwords, photos, and preferences move with you instantly. This continuity removes the psychological reset that once made new devices feel exciting. There is no blank slate anymore. The phone feels like an extension of your existing digital life, rather than a fresh object. Camera improvements are a perfect example of this shift. Technically, phone cameras are vastly better than they were a few years ago. Sensors are more advanced, image processing is more sophisticated, and low-light performance has improved significantly. But because software smooths results automatically, photos look consistently good rather than dramatically different. The leap happens in reliability, not surprise. Better consistency feels useful, but not new. Design stability reinforces this effect. Phone form factors have largely converged because extreme design changes introduce risk. Foldables aside, most phones look similar because that shape works. Thin slabs with large screens are efficient, durable, and familiar. Radical design changes now tend to stay in experimental categories. Younger generations, teens, students, early professionals, don't care about having the most expensive phone. They care about camera quality, social media performance, battery life, and value. Premium branding doesn't impress them. Practical features do, and the mid-range offers plenty of those. Another important driver is longevity. Software support is improving across price points. Many mid-range phones now receive years of updates. And because their components run cooler and draw less power, they sometimes age better than cutting-edge flagships pushed to their limits. The final reason, and maybe the most important, is the new definition of good enough. Americans aren't settling. They're choosing smarter. They're realizing that real-world value matters more than status symbols. A great camera, an all-day battery, a fast screen, stable performance, reliable updates. That's what most people truly need. And mid-range phones deliver exactly that without inflating the price. So where is this trend heading? Expect mid-range phones to dominate sales in 2025 and beyond. Expect budget flagships to become the heart of every brand's lineup. Expect the $400 to $700 segment to get the best innovations first. Expect carriers to market mid-range even more aggressively, and expect flagships to become niche again. Devices aimed at enthusiasts, tech lovers, and early adopters. The smartphone world is shifting from luxury to practicality, from hype to value, from the best phone on the market to the best phone for your money. Mid-range phones aren't rising because consumers lowered their standards. They're rising because the industry finally raised the bar for affordable devices. And now they're quickly becoming the new American standard.